All the honorable dignitaries and guests are requested to kindly rise for the national anthem. Honorable Vice-Chancellor is requested to welcome the assembled dignitaries and present a brief report on the activities of the University in the last calendar year.
Good morning, everyone. Honorable Mr. Justice Indrajit Mohanty, Chief Justice of High Court of Rajasthan and the Chancellor of National Law University, Jodhpur. Honorable members of the General Council, Executive Council, Academic Council, Finance Committee and Advisory Board. Honorable Judges of the High Courts, past and present, faculty members, Registrar and the staff, esteemed parents, proud recipients of degrees and medals, dear students, ladies and gentlemen. It is my proud privilege to welcome you all to the 14th convocation of the National Law University, Jodhpur. Today in this convocation, degrees are going to be conferred on the students who have successfully cleared their respective examination in the year 2020 with 102 students in the undergraduate and 63 students in the postgraduate class along with 2 doctoral degrees. My heartiest felicitations to all the graduating students. To start with, I take great pleasure in welcoming and introducing Honorable Mr. Justice Indrajit Mohanty, Chief Justice of High Court of Rajasthan and the Chancellor of this university. Mr. Justice Mohanty has had a preeminent career in the practice of law spanning facets of commercial law, arbitration, taxation, civil and criminal law before the Odisha High Court and the Supreme Court of India, as well as in arbitral proceedings at London. He has also effectively discharged administrative functions in various capacities at Odisha State Bar Council and as the Managing Trustee of Bar Council of India Trust and as a member of the Board of Governors at NLS Bangalore and Nalsar Hyderabad. He was elevated as a judge of the Odisha High Court in 2006, transferred to Bombay High Court in 2018 and further elevated as Chief Justice of Rajasthan High Court in 2019. His judicial tenure has been phenomenal, with his leaving an indelible mark as a crusader of justice and as a hard-working judge on many landmark judgments that he has delivered. On behalf of the university, I accord an effusive welcome to you and thank you for agreeing to preside over that 14th convocation of this university. I also welcome the honorable judges, present and past, and other distinguished guests who are either joining us virtually for the first time or are regulars in this institution's academic journey. Before I formally commence the progress report enumerating the many attainments of this university, I feel impelled to remark upon the exigencies of these times, and nothing summarizes the spirit of this better more than Dickens' commencement lines in A Tale of Two Cities, wherein he wrote, "It was the best of times, it was the worst of times, it was the age of wisdom, it was the age of foolishness, it was the epoch of belief, it was the epoch of incredulity, it was the season of light, it was the season of darkness, it was the spring of hope, it was the winter of despair. We had everything before us, we had nothing before us." The world has transformed beyond recognition in the past 10 months, and all of us have been consistently attempting to make sense of the world spinning around us and ensuring that we do not gravitate too far from our chosen path and remain true to our vocation in the midst of this pandemic. At the university, our whole endeavor has been focused upon making sure that both pedagogical requirements and academic attainments have not suffered any setback, and the university has continued all its academic programs with promptness while venturing into hitherto unexplored technological domains from which we have emerged with flying colors. Here I must take the opportunity to compliment the entire student and teaching fraternity who, with the help of able assistance from administrative staff, made sure that not a single teaching day was spared in the effort to maximize learning and move steadily towards the attainment of our avowed emblem, knowledge is empowerment. Standing at this platform, I am in a position to proudly proclaim that NLU Jodhpur has consistently and gainfully been a pioneer in augmenting the ambit of academic delivery and research in the copious and diverse spheres of law, which is well illustrated in the way the university has harnessed online mechanisms to make sure academic delivery and performance have attained a position non-peril. Through its stellar performance, the institution has been a flag bearer, vouching for the highest learning and research standards in the academic fraternity, while firmly believing in the ideal of sound education, being a stepping stone to the prolific act of national building. It is also my illustrious privilege to proclaim that the university has ranked 5th among law schools in the Ministry of Education conducted NIRF ranking results of 2020. The university has performed consistently well on all ranking parameters, including teaching, learning and resources, research and professional practices, graduating outcomes, outreach and inclusivity, and perception. I congratulate all our stakeholders for this sterling achievement, which wouldn't have been possible without everybody's wholehearted commitment towards academic enrichment. Here I would like to highlight some of the notable achievements of our brilliant and promising scholars. International vacation schemes and training contracts were secured by many of our proficient students at international law firms, as has been a precedent for the past several years. Ms. Gautami Govindarajan, Meha Tannan and Paras Maria from class of 2021 have secured contracts with Linklaters, while Praveena NS from class of 2022 has secured a vacation scheme with Herbert Smith Freehills. Intellectual rigor cannot flourish without promising surroundings, and herein the university campus, nestled like an oasis in the midst of a desert with the power to give support and revitalize, is a pristine location which serves as the perfect backdrop for rigorous academic application. The teaching pedagogy is innovative, aiming to create scholars who can carve their own paths and build upon the instruction offered to them through a host of resources and platforms. NLU Jodhpur Teaching Pedagogy focuses on skills and contents and ensures that students acquire essential skills of intellection and corroboration through cross-over learning, augmentation, and adaptive teaching. The university has always worked with a firm conviction that societal progression should be all-encompassing and inclusive, and in furtherance of the same belief, adopted the village of Surpura within its ambit of influence and is working towards its transformation as a model village. The university's Legal Aid and Awareness Committee performs a cardinal function in creating an enabling ethos for these philanthropic initiatives through its various activities, drives, skill enhancement workshops. The village has gained immensely from the wholehearted dedication of our student volunteers who have diligently conducted educational and vocational drives, garnered enthusiastic legal activism and awareness of rights, set up legal aid and awareness camps, encouraged the craftsmanship of the locals and brought it to appropriate platforms while gaining appreciation and exposure for the creators. The student member of LAC have also worked untiringly organizing a competition Milkar Kare RTE Ko Sarthak at the district level for bringing meritorious students under the ambit of Right to Education Act and ensuring equality of opportunity to help them develop roots as well as wings. In 2020, the Legal Aid and Awareness Committee, in collaboration with the Confederation of Young Leaders, arranged a webinar aimed at addressing the issues relating to SDG 3 and SDG 16 established by the United Nations. The Legal Aid Committee also organized a webinar on legislative shortcomings in India's primary education sector, collaborated with the Chao Foundation successfully in conducting a webinar on the topic Combating Acid Attacks, a study of various legal, social, and administrative perspectives, organized the Lex Quest essay writing competition for enhancement of legal literacy among school students, organized an online training session Drishti Shakti on cyber security in collaboration with National Commission for Women, Facebook, and Cyber Peace Foundation, collaborated with the Center for Internet and Society, Bangalore, to conduct field research on the impact of curtailment of digital space and how it affected the vibrancy of the discourse engaged in by civil society organization. They also started a video series called Adhikar Ki Pehchan to promote legal awareness and general public's knowledge without basic legal rights and processes, and pitched into the humanitarian crisis caused by the pandemic and showed its passion and devotion towards societal welfare by making relief efforts for stranded migrant workers in collaboration with Prayas Center for Labor Research and Action to get a Shramik train operational for workers in Gujarat desirous of returning to their home state of Jharkhand. The university from its very inception has worked unceasingly to iron out the transition from academics to professionalism for its multi-talented student community. Besides academic and infrastructural facility, a streamlined internship and placement process has yielded rich dividends in the form of an enhanced presence in the top-tier law firms of the country. The graduating batch of 2020 received lucrative pre-placement offers, Day Zero Bonanza, and gainful post-Day Zero offers from leading law firms and government sector enterprises. The lucrative placements brought cheers to the entire batch and the academic fraternity of the university. I proudly assert that as a result of the wide career choices made available to them and the vari-colored exposure to various facets of law, our alumni from the 14 graduate batches populate the creme de la creme of the bar and the bench, hold positions of eminence in national and international law firms and massive global corporations, are vocal for people's rights as jealous advocates while sensitizing the population by guaranteeing pro bono legal assistance, are passionate about environment protection, while discussing the nitty-gritty of IP regimes and international trade agreements, and deeply concerned about the future welfare of the globe. The consistent investment in giving wide academic and professional exposure to students has yielded a rich dividend in allowing the motley talent of our graduates to feather out and prosper. The university stringently adheres to the policy of consolidating and supplementing classroom learning by providing exposure to our students from multiple spheres with a kaleidoscopic perspective to help them make informed career choices. The Corporate Law Society regularly hosts eminent alumni and legal luminaries who apprise the students of the opportunities available in the various facets of law. In 2020, Corporate Law Society hosted Mr. Amrit Grewal, Masters from Queen Mary University of London, Mr. Sahil Kaul, Senior Associate in the Dispute Resolution Practice Group at Tri-Legal, Ms. Priyadarshini Rao, a Senior Associate at Indus Law in the Capital Markets and International Offerings, Mr. Srinivas Sayamani, Partner at Off the Bench, a sports law and management firm, Mr. Kanishk Kakkad, working at APS Assets Management, Mr. Mohit Maheshwari, Senior Associate at Khaitan & Company, Mr. Yuvraj Samant, Managing Partner at Law Care Legal Consultants, and Mr. Tahir Ashraf Siddiqui, Advocate on Record, the Supreme Court of India. Along with it, the Constitutional Law Society worked diligently to supplement classroom teachings with spirited amalgamation of various facets of constitutional law. The Society remained active virtually and gave all stakeholders a knowledgeable insight into issues of contemporary importance. Professor Sebastian Lafrance and Professor Shruti Bedi talked about the effect of COVID-19 pandemic on fundamental rights of the people. Professor Rohit D. delivered a lecture on emergency lawyering in India and challenges to the constitutional structure. Dr. Abhinav Chandrachud spoke on affirmative action and Constitution of India. Dr. Shri Mohi Ghosh and Mr. Aman Sibi spoke about limits of constitutional law, contested territories and permanent emergencies. Dr. Akash Singh Rathore discussed the drafting history of the Indian Constitution. Dr. Professor Aziz Z. Haq spoke on how to save a democracy, democratic decline and constitutional design. Mr. Aradhya Sethia discussed about his work on the relationship of political parties with the Indian Constitution. To supplement the critical and researching skills of our competent scholars, the institution also provides opportunities to publish and collaborate in the publication and dissemination of its many journals, namely NLUJ Law Review, Trade Law and Development, Indian Journal of Arbitration Law, Journal on Governance, Journal on Comparative Constitutional Law and Administrative Law Quarterly, Journal of Intellectual Property Studies, and the Indian Journal of Legal Theory. Here it is also opportune to mention that the Indian Journal of Arbitration Law is one of the only 13 journals in the world that are currently indexed on Kluwer arbitration. IJAL has also ranked in SCC Online's top 10 law school law reviews for the month of July, August, and September 2019 consecutively. In 2020, our students labored extensively demolished many impediments, and scaled the height of intra and inter-university mooting excellence by virtually competing at various national and international platforms, where their performance has been peerless and inimitable, and hosting the 11th edition of the NLU Antitrust Law Moot Court Competition. Our meritorious students were adjudged quarter-finalists at the 17th William C. Wyss International Commercial Arbitration Moot 2020 and were declared second runner-up for the Fali Nariman Award for the Best Respondent Memorandum and received an honorable mention for the David Hunter Award for the Best Claimant Memorandum, qualified to the international rounds of the International Criminal Court Moot Court Competition 2020 after securing the second highest memoranda scores in the national rounds, were declared octa-finalists at the India rounds of the 24th Stetson International Environment Law Moot Court Competition 2020, adjudged quarter-finalists at the India National Qualifying Round of the 61st Philip C. Jessup International Law Moot Court Competition 2020, finished as runners-up at the 21st D.M. Harish Memorial Government Law College International Moot Court Competition 2020, emerged as semi-finalists at the 8th RMNLU SCC Online International Media Law Moot Court Competition 2020, were adjudged semi-finalists at the first Amity Virtual Moot Court Competition 2020, made it to the top 16 teams in the global rounds of 2020 FDI International Arbitration Law Moot Court Competition, were adjudged quarter-finalists at the 12th GNLU International Moot Court Competition 2020, emerged as semi-finalists at the 13th Nalsar B.R. Sahani Memorial Moot Court Competition 2020, were declared the best team at the second NIMS SOL International Moot Court Competition 2020, and were adjudged semi-finalists at the 27th MC Chagla Memorial Government Law College Online Moot Court Competition 2020. Besides intense exposure to mooting, debating and dispute resolution events have also seen our students attaining the pinnacle. Our students were adjudged as the winner of the first International Commercial Arbitration Competition, adjudged as quarter-finalists at the first edition of Online Dispute Resolution Competition 2020, organized by PACT in association with Lex ADR, winner of second TNLU National Med-Arb Competition, winners of first edition of National Mediation Competition 2020, hosted by School of Law, IMS Unison University, Dehradun, won the award for the Best Mediator at 6th RMNLU National Mediation Competition, adjudged as quarter-finalist at the first Samenway Mediation and Negotiation National Level Competition, hosted by Dr. D.Y. Patil College of Law, adjudged as the runner-up mediation team at the 8th edition of NLIU INADR International Law School Mediation Tournament, adjudged as the runner-up at the International Dispute Resolution Competition Lex Infinitum 2020, organized by V.M. Salgaonkar College of Law, adjudged as semi-finalist in the negotiation category at the Bombay National Mediation Competition, organized by MNLU Mumbai, semi-finalist in the International Negotiation Competition 2020 held at Maynooth University, and were recipients of the highest scoring negotiation team award, the Best Team Work Negotiation Award, and the Most Creative Solution Negotiation Award at 2nd NUJS Mediation Competition 2020. In the realm of debating, our young achievers brought laurels to the institution at SUDS Fundraiser 2020, NTU Open 2020 at Nanyang Technological University, Singapore, Women and Gender Minorities Open 2020, Indian Women Debating Championship 2020, and Laissez-Faire Parliamentary Debate 2020 at Symbiosis School of Economics. Regular academic initiatives are organized and hosted at the university to act as curtain raisers towards diverse spheres of thought and concern in the contemporaneous study of law. In the calendar year 2020, the university hosted Fulbright Scholar Professor Jacqueline Weaver, A.A. White Professor of Law at the University of Houston Law Center, who organized a certificate course on the role of Transnational Code of Conduct in the energy sector and beyond. Do they promote socially sustainable globalization? Center for Studies in Banking and Finance organized a symposium on the theme Revisiting Age-Old Problems in Search of Cutting-Edge Solution in the Banking and Competition Sector. A week-long training program for mid-career judicial officers of Nepal on case management and court management was organized in collaboration with Indian Technical and Economic Cooperation, Ministry of External Affairs, Government of India. Center for Intellectual Property Studies organized a 2-day online workshop on patent facilitation, a webinar titled Balance Between Copyright Protections and Fair Use in the Context of Sports, and another webinar on the theme Remuneration from Sound Recordings, 8 years after the 2012 amendment to the Copyrights Act 1957. Cartel and IJAL organized the 5th annual Conference on International Arbitration titled Riding New Tides, Arbitration in a Changing World, with the support of the SAARC Arbitration Council. CCLP organized a virtual conference, Competition Law and Market Definition in Digital Era, in collaboration with the School of Competition Law and Market Regulation, Indian Institute of Corporate Affairs. CIPS hosted a webinar on brand management and trademark protection in digital age. An online certificate course on trademark practice and commenced a 14-week capsule-style intensive capacity building training program on contemporary legal issues for judges and judicial officers of Bhutan in collaboration with Indian Technical and Economic Cooperation, Ministry of External Affairs, Government of India. NLU Jodhpur has a number of strategic interdisciplinary research groups working together on major problems affecting the country and the world. We actively encourage all of our researchers and students to stretch their boundaries and contribute to fields like intellectual property, global engagement, arbitration, tax law, transactional law, capital market, gender studies, legal theory, criminal law, child rights advocacy, and competition law. In calendar year 2020, the Center for Studies in Global Trade Engagement and Negotiation collaborated with the Center for Trade and Investment Law, an agency established by the Government of India at the Indian Institute of Foreign Trade, New Delhi, and established a trade clinic under the Geneva-based Trade Lab Network of Global Legal Clinics and Practica, a pioneering legal clinic in the field of international trade and investment law. The university aims to train students in international trade and investment law and to build capacity among the next generation of trade and investment lawyers by employing the pedagogy of learning by doing as a part of the Trade Lab network. The Center for Criminal Law Studies also successfully established the Criminal Law Blog, which has proven to be a valuable platform for sharing informed legal opinion on the topics related to criminal law. In an effort to encourage greater exchange of ideas and knowledge, the university remained actively involved in strengthening its external initiative by inviting and hosting scholars and experts from heterogeneous academic and professional realms. Consistent and positive outcomes are discernible and are in the process of being unveiled as a result of the university's innumerable global collaborations and memorandums of understandings. The university's teaching fraternity also, while jealously maintaining the classroom momentum, expanded its horizon into various manifestations of academia via seminars, conferences, workshops, symposium, webinars, and corporate training, while simultaneously guiding the student community in all academic and career-related concerns. The faculty has been working diligently to further their own academic caliber as well as enhance the institution's reputation by all of their scholarly initiatives. In return, they have received numerous honors for their endeavors. In 2020, Dr. Gargi Chakravarti went for a postdoctoral research scholarship at Max Planck Institute of Intellectual Property and Competition, Munich, Germany. Dr. Rosmi John received Distinguished Alumni Award for exemplary accomplishment in professional service/work from Jindal Global University. Dr. Rosmi John also received Shastri Indo-Canadian Fellowship from the Shastri Indo-Canadian Institute. Dr. Om Prakash received the prestigious Dadhi Mohanta Memorial Social Science Research National Award of Sinnamara College, Jorhat, University of Dibrugarh, Assam at Sinnamara University. While the formerly mentioned attainments of the student and faculty have firmly established their intellectual and academic preeminence, let me assure the august gathering that the fraternity of all stakeholders in celebrating all festivals, holidays, and commemoration with jest and buoyancy is a worthy microcosm of this grand multicultural country of ours. The academic calendar of each semester is planned well in advance with ample provision for corporate exposure, philanthropic initiatives, co-curricular and extracurricular extravaganza like Yuvardha and NS65 and by the biennial sport and literary and cultural fest respectively. Along with the intellectual feast on offer is the refreshing natural environment of the university, providing a background symphony to ardent academic endeavors. The keen and pleasurable balance between nature and nurture, evident in the designing of the academic and residential environment of the university, is a pattern worthy of emulation. State-of-the-art facilities for teaching, learning, mooting, administration, operations, sports, cultural and a wide variety of curricular, co-curricular and extracurricular activities are available amidst a panoramic environment. The halls of learning 1 and 2, administrative block, library block, halls of residence, mess block, multi-facility recreational center, auditorium, insurance block, amphitheater, video conferencing lecture theater, and conventional center for students are all planned as epitomes of pragmatism and with a window to look out at the surrounding verdure. Dear graduating students, 17 days ago, a new year dawned before us, one unlike the many years which have gone by, and seeming to offer both a pall of despair and a glimmer of hope, along with the idea that the only certainty before us is the uncertainty of the world around us. It is expected that we constantly regenerate and metamorphose in order to keep up with the momentum of the change unfolding around us. No doubt, we have marched ahead so far in conquering the pinnacle of education with the skill of adaptability and mutation, but we have to innovate and strive more not just to enjoy the fruit of our labor, but also make sure that our gains remain consistent, increase manifold, and multiply to encompass the people around us. As you step out into the world full of opportunities and challenges, cherish the learning you have acquired and the memories you have gathered, but be prepared to face life's challenges with composure and determination, and at all costs maintain empathy and magnanimity. Do also remember that from now onwards, you are the brand ambassadors of your alma mater. This was your institution, this is your institution, and this would be forever your institution. Become a trendsetter in the professional stream you pursue, and an epitome for the galaxy of our younger peers at National Law University, Jodhpur. My congratulations to all of you once again. My heartful blessings to all of you. Thank you and Jai Hind. Honorable Chancellor, I have the honor to request you, sir, to declare the convocation open.
This convocation of the National Law University Jodhpur has been called to confer degrees upon the candidates who, in the examinations held for the purpose, have been certified to be worthy of the same. I now declare the convocation open.
The Registrar of National Law University Jodhpur is requested to commence the procedure for the conferment of degrees for the students graduating in 2020.
Honorable Chancellor, I have the honor to request you, sir, to administer the oath to the graduating candidates.
Do you sincerely promise and declare that if admitted to the degrees for which you are candidates and for which you have been recommended, you will, in your daily life and conversation, conduct yourself as worthy members of this university? Let the candidates be now presented.
Sir, I have the honor to present to you the candidates for the degrees of BBA LLB honors. They have been found qualified for the degrees of BBA LLB honors for the year 2020, to which I pray they may be admitted.
By virtue of the authority vested in me as the Chancellor of the National Law University Jodhpur, I admit you to the degree of BBA LLB honors of this university.
Sir, I have honor to present to you the candidates for the degrees of BA LLB honors. They have been found qualified for the degrees of BA LLB honors for the year 2020, to which I pray they may be admitted.
By virtue of the authority vested in me as Chancellor of the National Law University Jodhpur, I admit you to the degrees of BA LLB honors of this university.
Sir, I have the honor to present to you the candidates for the degrees of LLM Corporate Law, LLM IPR Law, and MBA Insurance. They have been found qualified for the degrees of LLM Corporate Law, LLM IPR Law, and MBA Insurance for the year 2020, to which I pray they may be admitted.
By virtue of the authority vested in me as the Chancellor of the National Law University, Jodhpur, I admit you to the degrees of LLM, IPR, LLM Corporate Law, MBA, Insurance of this university.
Sir, I have the honor to present to you the candidates for the degree of PhD. They have been found qualified for the degree of PhD, to which I pray they may be admitted.
By virtue of the authority vested in me as the Chancellor of the National Law University, Jodhpur, I admit you to the degree of PhD of this university.
The registrar is requested to commence the procedure for the award of gold medals to the meritorious students of 2020.
Honorable Chancellor, I have the honor to request you, sir, to give away the gold medals to students who have displayed academic excellence during their tenure in the university. Honorable Chancellor, I have the honor to request you, sir, to declare the convocation as closed.
I hereby declare the convocation as closed.
May I request our honorable dignitaries and guests to kindly rise for the national anthem.
On my personal behalf and on behalf of all the members of the Faculty of Law, it's my privilege to convey to you our good wishes in the individual capacity and the collective capacity. On this occasion, when you are being conferred the LLB degree after completing the course at the National Law University, Jodhpur. We would have actually loved to have you here and meet you personally and congratulate you personally, but the things are difficult, as you know. So therefore that was the best mode to confer degree and to congratulate you on this occasion. We hope that whenever things will become normal, it will be possible for you to visit us, and then we will be able to congratulate you in person. From today, after graduation, you have become our real ambassadors, and the society will know the National Law University Jodhpur only through you now, and I am sure that you will come up to the expectations. It is traditional that on such occasion you get some advice from your teachers in the law school, and so on this occasion I will only say that use your talents for the benefit of disadvantaged sections of the society who also want that some socio-economic justice be done to them. And secondly, I will say that in whatever capacity you work, always try to protect the Constitution, protect the values of the Constitution and the rule of law in the society. With this, once again, heartfelt congratulations for you, your parents and guardians, and everybody else. Thank you once again.
Dear students, on behalf of management faculty, I wish you a heartiest congratulations for successful completion of your degrees during these testing times. The vigor shown by you in the academics and the co-curricular activities will be a constant source of motivation for the successive batches of this institution. May you excel in your professional life and work with sheer determination to uphold the value system of this institution. Wish you all the best for your future endeavors. Stay blessed and keep shining. Congratulations.
Dear class of 2020, I'm here to wish you bon voyage on behalf of the Faculty of Humanities and Social Sciences. I'd like to remind you of an adage we used in the very first semester. A lawyer without working knowledge of literature, history, sociology, economics, or political science is a mere working mason or mechanic. Some knowledge of these is what can make him an architect. So, I sincerely hope on behalf of my entire faculty that you people are going to become architects, skillful in your ways, architects not just of your own careers, but architects of this great nation's destiny. Work hard, lead a life of fulfillment, be happy, but remember that humaneness, empathy is probably what is going to ensure that well-being is collective and not individual only. Keep smiling. Your memories of this university may be cherishable throughout the life. The institution is open for you always to come back and revisit. Be happy and make sure that your attainments are such that they collectively lead to the prosperity of the nation.
My dear students, it's a matter of pleasure for all of us that you have cleared the MBA insurance course, and on behalf of the faculty of School of Insurance in particular and NLU Jodhpur, we feel that all of you will come out with a flying colors. These institutes, when started, almost 700 students have cleared the MBA insurance course, and all the students are well placed in different insurance companies, broking firms, and different agencies. They are having very good packages, and it is a matter of pleasure that all of you are well placed in the sense that you are drawing good salaries, and we feel that you are working, when you work hard in the institutes, the next batches will also come and they will also have the bright future. So on behalf of the faculty of School of Insurance, I congratulate all of you for your having bright future in time to come. Congratulations to all of you.
Hi students, I am C. Ankit Singhal, Finance Officer of the University. Wish you all the very best for your upcoming future. All the best.
We congratulate you on behalf of Infotech Committee, National Law University, Jodhpur, and wish your bright future. We hope you will serve nation with hard work and dedication.
Congratulations to all graduating students. The entire library team extends our warm wishes for the continued success and happiness of our esteemed students. We all wish that all of you will achieve phenomenal success in your professional life. We also cherish your long association with the university library. Thank you.
I, Dr. Derashri, with my team of NLU Jodhpur, wishing you a good health in future life.
राष्ट्रीय विधि विश्वविद्यालय के सभी नॉन टीचिंग स्टाफ की तरफ से 2021 कन्वोकेशन में डिग्री लेने वाले सभी पास आउट स्टूडेंट्स को बहुत बहुत बधाई। आपके साथ बीता हुआ समय हमारे लिए बहुत सारी यादें लेके जाएगा और हम आप सबके उज्जवल भविष्य के लिए ढेरों शुभकामनाएं देते हैं।
All the very